Hi guys and welcome to your Saturday night's main event or review on this Monday morning, on this Monday afternoon. And alright, so we start things off with my initial thoughts. Show I thought the show was actually pretty decent. I honestly thought that Jacob Fatu was going to win, um, but like it was an interesting way of protecting both guys, and we'll get into the first. We'll get into the first part of the show now. Obviously, Joe Tessitore wasn't able to make the panel. A woman of Stephanie McMahon that would during the various points of the show. Because Joe Tessitore or couldn't make it due to the bad weather and Montreal. But to start things off, guys, Jacob Fatu says he's locked in. He's ready for Cody Road. So he makes his way out to the ring. Very intense. And very intense. It looks even more jacked. He's leaned down to like a bit, and it shows because he's faster and he's brawling and he's offense. Next, Cody Rhodes comes out, does his usual entrance, but he gets attacked when he goes to the top rope, starts a brawl. Jacob starts attacking like a madman, and Cody fights, but uh, Jacob hits a work group pull Onja, which looked impressive from a man his size, burrowing into the crowd out, and they even take out security guards at the merchandise and concession stand, and security guards trying vain to stop the brawl, but it comes back along the sound stage. The two have to work together to take out the security guard, and then Drew McIntyre comes and he finds off Jacob first. Then he hits a jackknife powerbomb and takes out Cody Rhodes. So it sets up that Drew's a man with a target in his back, a big bullseye on his back. A really good chaotic way of starting off the show. I said in my predictions video that Jacob would actually come out with if the victory. The match didn't get started, and it was probably a better way of booking this because you don't want odds to like lose even more momentum like right away straight after winning the title. But you've also got Fatu that's came back from injury. Um, so next, my mum match in the card then is for the women's tag titles. Now I thought this was an excellent match count Oes for any Shawnee falls etc. There was one spot where your Oxan Perez actually goes for top rocks, but you Sky actually saw a gentle doubles the um then Raquel Rodriguez comes out to help out other oxen more. I've but then Stephanie Vickers comes out and she battles for the kill. The jury he gets the heels of still and control towards the end goal of Morgan um hits hits Io Sky with a Avian, but she's not the she's not the she's not the old eagle person in the ring for that team, and then the Europe power he had set up tight on of Morgan to the chain. So that's kinda again that kind of leads into the women's Royal Rumble action. It's very cool here that we'll see the solution in the breakup of the Judgment Day. I really thought that this was a good match, and or you as or you as someone go on to face Yana, James, and Joe. Yeah, they retain the tag titles, and yeah, well, let's see what happens in Saudi Arabia. I'm still not, I'm still not, I'm still not thrilled to that they're getting one of the big war pay-per-views, the traditional big folk war that is. I'm of the opinion that there's a big five now. You've got the traditional big four, or a Royal Rumble Survivor Series, SummerSlam, and obviously some in here, but I'd actually add money in the bank to that because that's treated as an important show. So I'd say it's a big five. A lot of people would disagree there. Then we get of course when we get pero wardrobe Akinta IRS else in the reason why it took out Fatu and Kotiro. Odsey says he's a mark and he wants to keep his championship. Um, so that's fine. Then we get to AJ Styles versus Nakamura. Now, this will probably be the last victory AJ Styles will get, but it will also be the last Nakam. It'll also be the last time we ever get this match because I predict it to win for a beat at the Royal Rumble, because the career, because the career stipulation is on the line. I actually kinda thought initially this would be like an AJ Styles kind of a mini retirement tour, but because of the stipulation at the Royal Rumble, I think AJ will be retiring in Saudi Arabia. Of course, he made his debut in the Royal Rumble match a decade ago. Oh, so for him to retire at the Rumble seems, I don't want to say put onion, but yeah, you kind of get where I'm going. I just kind of wish we had more time because he's one of the best. He's still one of the best wrestlers from a technical standpoint on the roster, and yeah, he'll go down as one of the rates. I think he should be in the TNA Hall of Fame and also the WWE Hall of Fame and the General Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame because this guy's done a lot in his career spanning across all promotions. He even had a handful of matches in WCW just before it was but any case, this match with Nakamura is probably the best match of the war. And WWE anyway, they haven't really up until this point got this rivalry correct. I thought the WrestleMania 34 match between the two was absolute dog shite, to be honest. It was really disappointing. You had you had the finish at the greatest Royal Rumble, a couple of weeks after that actually when Nakamura hit the nutshot basically of the lobe. Well, I call it the nut shot because ye and I'm an awesome motherfucker. So deal with it. Um, but yeah, so yeah, this match I thought was really good, and Nakamura took the early win. And the commentators actually said that they feel uneasy calling it a tune-up match for next week. Obviously, they mentioned the fact that Nakamura approached um Nakamura approached Ayus because wanted the he wanted the as match because he's unsure that the Dials can beat Gun and he wants to face Dials on last time. As I've said, Nakamura took the offense to Styles, but midway through the match, Styles has Nakamura catches him with a dragon screw leg. It's him in the calf crusher, and because Nakamura is very flexible, um, it just makes the after Usher look even more devastating. Style was also hits a Kinshasa on the Nakamura. It wipes him out. Nakamura attempts on on himself, but then the Styles catches him in the Styles Ash bang onto the rail and there is ages. The IOC goes on to the career threatening. He goes on to the career of threatening match with Guinness, or and I'm sure Nakamura will kill himself for the Rumble because you need 30 eyes in the Rumble because it's a 30 man match. So I'm sure he'll be one of the earlier entrants in that. And then the main event, guys, Sami Zayn defeated Trick Williams, Randy Orton, and Damien Priest. Now, this match had everything but rules, etc. Trick actually kind of leaves the ring and says, I'm getting in my own terms. And there was a few times where you thought he could actually steal this here, stealing scraps off the or Randy Orton hits the drops the pull X on him again, and hits Sami Zayn hits Orton's back drops the pull X and Randy Orton over there in the announce table. It's become a staple. Priest get some good offense in as well. Apes out Chirac with the penalty kick. So, the answer is in actually hits the hill with a kick to Damien Priest and he gets a bit so it's very cool. Yeah, so it's very cool. Yeah, they're going after this. They're doing a redemption arc with Sami Zayn, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if they try and get the title onto Sami Zayn to kind of strengthen diplomatic new relations with Saudi Arabia and obviously Syria. But also, if you take that aspect out of it, Sami Zayn is long overdue, long overdue one of the world titles. I mean, the guy's been through a lot. The artist collective obviously we count as Kevin Owens feuds. Um, even had a feud with Daniel Bryan just before he departed for AEW a few years ago. He's obviously beaten and or at the WrestleMania as well. He had um, he had that fantastic match with Roman Reigns that they're all at a elimination chamber in Montreal. Uh, um, he came, he came up short on that Asian, but for him it's now on ever almost, and I know Triple H doesn't see him as a world champion, but it would be nice for him to. It'd be nice for him to get some sort of a run with a world championship, and I actually said I'd have preferred him him to beat Reigns for the belt over Cody Rhodes back in the day. I prefer, I prefer, um, I pre- I've always preferred Sami Zayn to Cody Rhodes anyway, but that's besides the point. So Sami Zayn will be going up against Jeremy McIntyre, and as I've said, this is a redemption sort of arc. You've also got to factor in Sami Zayn's ever beaten Jeremy McIntyre and all, even separate occasions. Jeremy McIntyre, I just come out and open all 11 matches. So this is a redemption arc story for Sami Zayn. So I think he'll actually come into um, come out into open yard and we'll see where he ends up. But I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I thought this would be Diller's Dish or cover a show, but I was wrong and I was present and I was uh, presently surprised. I really enjoyed this show. Oh, I felt it was a fantastic opening. You had them two great matches on it. Actually, the main event wasn't as good as the other two matches in the middle of the card, but I enjoyed the show. Obviously, the battle between our Woods and Fatu, I thought was a fantastic opening to the show. Adding Drew McIntyre into the show, uh, adding Drew McIntyre into the show is fantastic. And right at the end, he tries to get the jump and Sami Zayn, but his hold he didn't his axe. So again, after the main event, King Kill Haru Charatra eyes his own hawk to beat down and Sami Zayn. So yeah, so a good so get them set up into the humble. I'm still not in the arm of, as I've said, it's been given to Saudi Arabia. I think Saudi Arabia is getting too much. I think Saudi Arabia is getting rewarded a bit too much, if I'm honest. And I wouldn't be at all surprised if for WrestleMania 43, which is also in Saudi Arabia, that would be the announcement saying um, the Saudi government's purchased the WWE from TEO, and yeah, but I'll come to that when it's necessary. But yeah, guys, like, here and subscribe and comment under the video. You can watch and an 8 out of 10 respectable score, and we'll see what happens at the Rumble next Saturday, or should I say this Saturday? Either way, guys, that's my Saturday nights me in event or review. And I'll see you it are on for the raw review. Probably or afternoon, but yeah, guys, I'll see you very soon for the and yes, be safe and hit the video, hit the bell, and also subscribe to the channel and also like the video, comment down below. Oh, I've been wrestling in the reviewed and oh, and I'll see you very soon.